to stream. Good. Now I am on YouTube live streaming. Okay. I just want to welcome all of those who have just managed to tune in because they see us on YouTube, but those who have been on radio, we have started. The time now is already 24 minutes past 6 o'clock, and we are still, the night is still very early. We will be together up until the hour of 8 o'clock today, and we have a very packed program, which I have no doubt that you will love it, you will enjoy it, you will be at home with us. And let's start with our show, Born to Lead. We believe that everybody that God has created that person for a single reason, for that person to lead. You were born to lead. Period. Nothing else. You were born to lead. You know, when God said in the Garden of Eden, let us make man in our own image and let him rule, he was definitely not making a mistake. You were born to lead. And then now you needed to know how to go about doing what you were born to do, because the leading things are built into your genes. They are into your chromosomes. They are part of your DNA. But for you to be able to unearth them, to unleash them, to release them, to let your life function as a leader, you definitely need to have what we call leadership tuition. And here at KNR, we do that. My name is Caesar, and this is KNR. It's a radio according to you, you know, your station of choice, and the program is Born to Lead. We will run together for the next time. We have a guest today, a young, very little, beautiful baby. Ndiye ndathi makayishiye ititi yakhe ekhaya ngoba andifuna abaphulaphuli babona ititi yomntana uba usancanca. Uze engayiphathanga ititi. But you will be surprised when you listen to talk. Ungaqonda uba noma makayiseyiyeka umphelo laa titi angabi sabuyela kuyo. Right, and then let's quickly get onto our show. Like I have promised, today we will be talking about the law of what do I call it? The laws of growth. I call them laws because they are things that if you sidestep them, if you undermine them, they will definitely twist your life. You'll never be able to make it in life. You know, when something is called a law in our language, we actually mean it is impossible for you to break. It stands and cannot be moved. Anyone who attempts to break it will be broken. You will have some marks of poverty in your life, some marks that will show that you are lacking in your life if you don't keep what I'm trying to teach you today. Therefore, allow me to embark on the lesson for today for those who are on Born to Lead. Before we shift the gears and go to Unbounded Word and introduce my little girl who will be taking us with what the Lord has laid in the heart of a little girl. Have a day in your life where you can listen to a little girl. Oh, please have a day and be able to tell the rest of the world that this I heard from a little girl. And then and then your life will never be the same. I'm assuring you of that. But let's finish up first our assignment on Born to Lead. Born to Lead. I trust that all of you are all ears and are keen to get to know. Now, the first principle of growth, because I call into embi njengelead engakhuliyo, uyinhlupho, uyinhlungu, uzingqaqambo, wherever you are pains, siva kakubi ngenxa yabantu abangakhuliyo. Yonke le mikhuba evelayo encanyathiselwa neenkokheli, ziinkokheli ezingakhulanga. Possibly kungenzeka uba zayizizo kona iinkokheli eziqangelishwa khange zikhule, ngoku azina ability yokwenza umsebenzi lo uThixo azibizele kuwo ngendlela right, ngoba lonke igunya wethu lokuphatha impilo zabantu ulizuza livela kuThixo. Akekho umuntu ongakhange asharishwe in by God to become what he is, and therefore you are ushered into leadership by God. Now, the first law is always make your future bigger than your past. Hear me again. Always make your future bigger than your past. If you want to grow in life, if you want to be a grown leader, make your future bigger than your past. I will tell you the reason why. A bigger future is essential for a lifetime of growth. A bigger future is essential for lifetime growth. The past is full, and maybe it is also useful because your past is rich with experiences. And those experiences are worth thinking about in new ways. And all of these valuable experience that you have accumulated over the years can become a raw material. They become for you a raw material which you can use for creating an even bigger future. You will create bigger future making use of the raw material of your past experiences. Therefore, your focus, your orientation, your target is on a bigger future than your past. Approach your past. Let me give you a solid advice. I know it will help you. Let me give you a solid advice because I know it will help you. And this advice that I want to give you is that approach your past with this attitude, and you will have an unsatiable, what is it? It's an English word that means something that cannot be satisfied. An insatiable desire for even better, more enjoyable experiences. And this is advice I give. Use your past to continually create a bigger future. And you will separate yourself from situations. You will separate yourself from relationships. And you will separate yourself from activities that can trap you there. The worst thing that can happen in your life is to be trapped in your past. Is to be trapped in your past situations. Is to be trapped in your past relationships. Is to be trapped in your past activities. Those things can trap you. Now, you definitely need to work such that you free yourself from that kind of life. It will be very helpful for you. Yes. We have not yet gone live here. Okay, let me go live in the meantime. All right. I was just trying to go live on my other gadget so that people could be able to hear us on our Facebook account. And then because we are not on KNR Facebook account, we have decided to tune live on our Facebook account. All right. Now, I've already said that use your past to continually create a bigger future, and you will separate yourself from situations, from relationships, and from activities that can trap you there. That's the solemn advice from me to you with love. I give it to you for free, literally for free. Now, let me just talk to you very quickly in the next few minutes about what I call your future thoughts, because you are thinking about your future. Let me share the thoughts of the future. Number one, the best thing about the future is that the future comes to you only one day at a time. God does not just decide to bombard you with all your 87 years that you will live. No, 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 no. He will decide to reticulate agunkinkishele one day at a time. There's a song I used to love that says, one day at a time, sweet Jesus. So your future comes to you only one day at a time. Now, the question that you might be having, or the question that you would love to ask is, how do you prepare for the future one day at a time? Because your future does not just come at once, boo, and then you are in your future. It comes one day at a time. Now, the question is, how do you prepare for that kind of a future that comes one day at a time? And I want to give you a working advice. The secret of your success. Oh, hear me, somebody. The secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda. It is determined by what you do daily. Daily, you are either preparing or you are repairing. That's the bottom line. There's nothing else that we can say you are doing. Every day, you are either preparing or repairing. Therefore, your future is determined by your daily agenda. By your daily agenda. Let me give you thought number 2 about the future. I'm talking about the future, which comes to you only one day at a time. The next thought about future is that the future is that time in your life when you will wish you had done what you are not doing now. If you want to ask, what is the future? I can tell you, it is the time that will come in your life when you will wish you had done what you are not doing now. That is the problem about future. Okay, now let me quickly say these few things. Don't fear failure so much that you refuse new things. Don't do that, man. Because the saddest, the most sad summary of life contains 3 descriptions. Hear me well, man. When you summarize your life with these 3 descriptions, you must know your life is sad. You are a failure. You have lost it. And these descriptions are could have, might have, and should have. Could have, might have, and should have. Those 3 descriptions are for a sad life. Neyazi la ngoma sasicula singabantwana ithi ndiyalila ndililela ixesha lam latsho ixhego lathi ndililela ixesha lam. Let me say the third thing because I want to end very quickly and switch on to the next program. You know, we cannot rewrite the past. There's nothing we can do about the past. Myself, when I think about my past, there are many good things and there are also a lot of ugly things in my past. And at times I wish they could simply vanish and go and drown in the sea. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about what has happened or what had happened in the past and what I've done in the past. I cannot rewrite the past, but I can write the future. Though I cannot rewrite my past, I can write the future. I cannot correct any wrong I've done in the past, but there is a lot I can do about my future. You know, let me say this. Though you cannot go back and make a brand new start, my friend, anyone can start from now and make a brand new end. And that is the truth I'm sharing with you. That is a real truth. Let me repeat it so that you hear what I've just said. I'm telling you that, yes, it's a fact of life that you cannot go back and make a brand new start. Because life is not a dress rehearsal. You are not in a practice ground. We don't give you another moment and say, ah, Hashem, lo mntana wayimosha xa ina 7 years. Selonakele ngoku masimnike second chance. Akaphinde uqala pha ku 7 years. Ayihambi kanjalo. Ubomi awupractice mntakwethu. Uyabutya ubomi. Ubomi, you are not in a practice ground. You are actually eating your life. You know, the time that you have spent it, and there's no way you can repair it. You know, the time that you have wasted it. You can never recycle it. Take my words for it. I'm talking the truth to you. This is a great truth, whether you like it or you don't. You know, though you cannot go back and make a brand new start, my friend, I tell you that anyone can start from now and make a brand new end. I need to end by saying this. There are 2 ways to face your future. 2 ways to face your future. The other way, I call it apprehension. The other way, I call it anticipation. Face your future either by apprehension or by anticipation. In other words, you can look forward to a brighter future, or you can grab it right now. You can apprehend, you can arrest it right now. You know, let me tell you steps to making future bigger than your past. If you want to make your future bigger than your past, please follow these 5 steps. I just want to end them. The rest, we have list. Number 1, review. In other words, jab up on your past. Look at what you have done. Build up a kind of a relationship and reflection on what you have done in the past. You know, and secondly, reflect. Review, reflect, recover, rearrange, and recharge. I trust you've heard these things. Number 1, review, reflect, recover, rearrange, and recharge. 5 stones will help you to make your future bigger than your past. That is the only way you can guarantee that your future will be bigger than your past. Let me just give you the second rule, the second principle, and I'm done for today. Our time is just 20 minutes before the hour of 7. And this is again, my name is Caesar. I am a host on this program. It's called Born to Lead. I love to sit on the studio with you behind this microphone and begin to discharge power at its best, so that you become what the Creator has intended when He actually made you. Don't frustrate the plan of God for you. Don't frustrate the purposes that God heard when He actually put you here on earth. Be careful about that. It's very important that you take charge of why God brought you here. Now, let me take the second nugget of truth, and then I will leave you on it. The second one is, how can I terminalize it? Always make your contribution bigger than your reward. Oh, take my words, man. Make your contribution bigger than your rewards. What do I mean by that? I mean, increased contribution to other people is essential for a lifetime of growth. Awulogeza awukotsafatsafa xana ucontributa kanobomi kwabanye abantu. When you increase your contribution to other people, it is essential for your lifetime of growth. Zixelele kusukela namhlanje, that's the perfect advice you can hear from any other person who loves you dearly, sincerely and truly. Make your contribution bigger than your reward. In other words, increase your contribution to other people, because that is essential for a lifetime growth. Because as you become more successful, numerous rewards will come your way. In every step of success, Great rewards will come your way. There will be greater income. There will be greater praise. There will be greater what? Greater recognition. There will be greater reputation. There will be greater status. Possibly there will be greater capabilities. And maybe there could be greater resources. And also there could be greater opportunities. When you become successful, there are things that naturally swell and become bigger. Your income, your praise, your recognition, your reputation, your status, your capabilities, your resources, and your opportunities. And hear me, these are all desirable things. They are desirable things, but they can become growth stoppers. I know ubusahleka uvuye into ndizitsho khona yayingathi ndize kakuhle ayinaba ayikukhathazi lento ethi now awuzonke into ndizitshiloyo, they can become growth stoppers. They may tempt you to become fixated on just the rewards. Ukubona yona nto uzawufumana malini ube fixated. Anitsho uba suyibuza lo mibuzo, akho stupid ukubuza uba uzawufumana ntoni, kodwa into embi kubonakala uba eyona ingqondo yakho i-fixed kuloo nto. Kukhona inkwenkwe efuna ukusebenza egadini kwam, icela umsebenzi. Ndithi ke mna uzawusebenza apha egadini kehle, ithi akulungile tata, ndizawufumana malini. Ndithi ke kuyo, hayi xa usebenze kakuhle ndizawunika i-150. Umsebenzi ke uqala ekuseni ngo-7, uyawuphuma ke ngo-4 ivume. Ngosuku lokuqala ifika nje, ivele ifike ngo-9, ingene nje ithathe imihlakulo ihlabe phantsi, ithi tshe ilahleke, ndingaphinde ndiyibone. Ndimke ndibheke ezivenkileni ndiyokwenza ezinye izinto, xa ndibuya kwakhona tshini le nkwenkwe ayikabikho. 3 hours later nantsi inyoshoza iya ngakwenye iploti, ibe ngathi iyatshenta kancinci, ibone uba ndiyijongile yeqona yale xa kuseminanyanana ithi akho nto ityiwayo apha ekhaya. Ndithi mayenzelwe ukutya itye phaa yaqona. Ithi xa gqiba kutya ke ndike ndimke ndingayihoyi, ndithi xa ndivela tyhini ngapha iphantsi komthi ilele komqolo tyhini le khwenkwe ilele komqolo. Ndasondela ithi yakrona ile nkwenkwe into eyaziyo inye xa uba ukubetha ka-4 izawufumana i-150. Ningahleka nje libala abanye abantu abade benze ncam ngokolu hlobo ndibalisa ngalo, kodwa they are fixed on the reward more than they are contribution. Icinga uba ndikuncumele ukuyinika i-150 for uba ilale phantsi komthunzi wam, iphume ihambe ihele zayo, ifike ngo-9 yale xa kubetha u-4 izokhongozela phambi kwam i-150. And therefore, that's why I say these things can tempt you. They literally can become a great temptation, and therefore they can become growth stoppers because they tempt you to become fixated on just the rewards rather than focus on making still greater contribution. Now, the way to guarantee that rewards will continually increase is to not think too much about them. Ingqondo yakho mayingaphili phasi uphuphe rewards, man. Don't think too much about them. I'm not saying don't think about them, but I'm saying don't think too much about them. Instead, continue making an even more significant contribution by helping others to eliminate their dangers or to eliminate their problems, and also helping other people to capture their opportunities, helping others to maximize, not only to capture their opportunities, but also help them to maximize their strength, because greater rewards will automatically result from this, and your future will continue to be filled with increasingly rewarding ways to contribute. Therefore, always focus on new kinds of value for your larger numbers of people. and you will ensure that your contribution is always greater than your reward. Mother Teresa, I still respect that old lady. Chinyandiswa mntanam, welcome Ntombi. Uyanga ulapha bezobona wena. Ungemki uyanga engakubonanga yandiswa. Ngoba uyanga uzawushumayela ngoku. Wait for uyanga, he's waiting for you. Now, a life uthi Mother Teresa Mayande, uthi a life not lived for other people is not a life at all. Uba ngabe ubomi bakho buphilela wena, irubbish ubomi. Oh, I'm sorry to say those words. Inkunkuma yobomi, a life that is not lived for others is not a life at all. Ithiyeni igama suthi life lethu iphilile. Ungenzeka uba likhona igama lapha kwi-dictionary kodwa ayililo eli le-life. Once you live your life for yourself only, that is not life at all. Allow me to become practical before I end my talk on this show, Born to Lead. And my name is Caesar, and this is KNR. It's your station of choice. No one just bumps by accident onto KNR. You listen to KNR because we have chosen to. It's your station of choice. Yes. Now, 2 steps to making your contribution bigger than your reward. Step number 1, adopt a no entitlement attitude. Achaman, hear me very well. Adopt a no entitlement attitude. In other words, an attitude engathi you don't always go around thinking that you deserve this, you deserve that, you deserve this. Adopt a no entitlement attitude. When I say no entitlement attitude, what do I actually mean? This means you believe that you have to make some kind of a valuable contribution to others before you deserve any reward. Make contribution before you deserve any reward. If they don't succeed in offering something that others perceive as being valuable, they won't stay in business for long. Let me say the last thing and I'm gone. Be the first to help. I'm giving you steps in order to make your contribution bigger than your reward. I was teaching you for the last 2-3 minutes on laws of lifetime growth. Laws of lifetime growth. I was on the second law. I'm still on it anyway. And I said the second law is always make your contribution bigger than your reward. I have already taught the first law, which says always make your future bigger than your past. I did a bit of coaching on how to make your future bigger than your past. But for now, take me on the second one. How Andile, welcome, man. We've been wondering when's the going to go Andile, because we don't think we are on radio if there is no Andile here. You know, we think that's lahlekile as he does twetyulwanga ngathi kanti ne rapture seyifikile ngoba uba simhlabeni simele ubona uAndile naye khona. Welcome ke Andile, and hlala nathi as we conclude our session today. Now, the second law of a lifetime growth. Masithi udetermined nyani ba ube ngumuntu obhetele, ukhule, ube ngcono. Make your contribution bigger than your reward. 2 things I have said as I conclude my talk on this. Kukuthi indlela ongenza ngayo ukuze i-contribution yakho ibe big. Andifuna ukuntlonta ndichaze nje into ndingabi sakucoacha uba yenza ntoni ukuze uyi-achieve le nto ndiyithethileyo. Now let me tell you 2 steps to making your contribution bigger than your reward. I've already mentioned the first step, and I say if you want to make your contribution bigger than your reward, adopt a no entitlement attitude, you know, and I've said by that I mean believe that you have to make some kind of a valuable contribution to other people before you deserve any reward, you know, because let me cut off this call that comes kulo brother zenimfune. If they don't succeed in offering something that others perceive as being valuable, they won't stay in business for a long. Now the second one, Andil, is be the first to help. Be the first to help. I want to end on this note because my time has come to an end and I have to shift up the gears and move to the next show, Unbounded Word, and allow my little child to begin to take the airwaves and talk to millions across the world. Throughout, we are available even after the show. You can find us on YouTube at Kitengesi Radio. We are streaming there live, and if you can't see a live streaming on YouTube, you will still see us at your leisure time. When you go online, you will still see us and be part of the show at any other stage. For now, allow me to take you to the last advice that I give you in order to make your contribution bigger than your reward. And I said, be the first to help, because you cannot get everything in life that you want. Take my words and ask me, I will tell you. I have traveled that route many times. You can never get everything in life that you want, my Andy. You can never, if you will just think about yourself. But you can, let me change my words and talk on the positive sense. You can get everything in life that you want if you will just help enough other people to get what they want. Man, hear me. This will make you a better person. You cannot get everything in life that you want, but if you are just focusing on yourself only, but you can get everything in life that you want if you just will help enough other people get what they want. Ifani indaba yobomi. Every time you help other people, you are indirectly helping yourself. It always boomerang and come back to you, at times multiplied than how you gave it out. Yes, help other people get what they want, and you will get everything that you want on that. See to it that there's a greater number of people that you assist to get what they want, because I will tell you about me. My success in life is determined by the seeds I sow, not by the harvest I reap. That is why my phrase, is sowing seeds that benefit others. People who have read my letters, my everything, they'll always see at the end, I write sowing seeds that benefit others. Why do I write this way? Because I believe so strongly that my success is not determined by the harvest that I reap. Instead, it is determined by the seed that I sow. Therefore, if you want to grow in life, take my advice. Let your contribution be bigger than your reward. And in order to make your contribution bigger, adopt a no entitlement and be the first to help others. On that note, allow me to say to all of you, ciao, ciao. And for now, we shall just play a song and switch over to the next show. And our next show is entitled Unbounded Word. Unbounded Word. I invite all of you to come and join our show, the Unbounded Word. Unbounded Word. Yes. Yeah.